727 Clearwater, Florida's in the church. What's happening? Say Willie, Oak, California, done made on there. Here the Bronx, New York is in this bitch. Say what poppin' past, say let get these 30 minutes of fire. We damn show here. Detroit is in the house. Say hit the thumbs up on the way in. That's what's up. Need support as we need round here in the damn street. Say much love, Willie. Go ahead on to get the bag, bro. I'm trying to. The 505 say New Mexico round here. I appreciate y'all for jumping on in here. The 334 the Gun Monkey Town is in the building. Say the Bronx, New York is in the building. Say checking in for correction and instruction. Say hope you are feeling better today, Willie. And thank you for always showing up. I try to. Damn, I try to be. And listen. I don't like to call in for work. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to take the day off out here in these streets. Say, hey, Sugar, the 912, Savannah, Georgia's back. Is back, which I appreciate that right there. Say, Cleveland is in the building. That's what's happening. Say, I'm in there bit. I appreciate that right there. Say, hey, Sugar. Say, what's up, Pastor? The 412 Clipsboro, Pennsylvania is checking in right now. I appreciate y'all for being here. Come on in. Thumbs up. Jump on in here with me. Good evening. This is the Willie Williams Show. This is the midday show. The midday news is what we call it around here. Please remember, go around to the WillieWilliamsShow.com. That's the website. Subscribe to the website. Check out a few things. Look over something. You know what I'm saying? If you'd like to see what we call the event video, please go around to the Patreon, the Willie Williams Show. Shout out to Bridget for the $2 super chat. Say, Willie, let's get this party started. I'm fin too. That's what's up. Say, hey, Willie Boo. Hey there. Detroit is watching. Say the 614 is in the building. What's happening? Listen, I need y'all looking, sharing, liking, thumbs up as you come on in here. If you'd like to support a player, we got a PayPal link down in the description. We got the top and bottom, $ Willie Williams Show, $ Willie Williams Show. That's the cash app. And if you just so happen to have to use super chat, don't go over $5. I don't know if I get that right there. You know what I'm saying? They might be holding it for themselves and got y'all thinking that a player get that right there. Damn it, because the checks is not itemized. I'm just trying to tell you something. I'm going to keep telling you so you can really understand. Say, what's up on New Jersey's in the building. Say, hit that like button. I appreciate that right there. Say, the best show on earth. Damn it, I'm trying to be that. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to give it to you like I'm supposed to give it to you. Say, hey, Willie, 801 Salt Lake City, Utah. It's back in this mother for 30 minutes of 5. Watch 23.6 and your 9. That's what's up. Say, not enough likes. What the fuck is the problem? I'm trying to tell you. Listen, we done learned how to do something. We done learned how to hush. We done learned how to give you what I'm supposed to give you and don't give you nothing extra. That's simple, you know, and then you save stuff for the next day and the next day and the next day. And that way I keep a whole bunch of stuff that I have to talk about because instead of talking about 7 or 8 things, we could just talk about 4 or 5 things because I don't get the cooperation that I need sometime around here, and that's how things finna go from here on out. I would not stress myself out about getting the thumbs up. That's what's up. Shout out to Cam Jr. for the $1 super chat. I appreciate that right there. Say, give it to me, Willie. We is finna come on in real quick for everybody to go ahead on to see what's transpiring out here on Earth. And look at here.
17 confirmed tornadoes in Texas and Oklahoma. This is what it looked like inside one of those storms from a TV camera in Round Rock, Texas.
Yeah.
You can see just some of the destruction left in the wake of that twister. In Elgin, southeast of there, the driver of a red pickup truck barely survived when high winds flipped the truck onto its side. Let's go to Chris Van Cleve, who is in hard-hit Jackson.
That shit got flipped to the side and flipped back over. Shout out to Shakima from yesterday. For the $2 super, the $2 cash app. Say, hope you feel better, love. I appreciate that right there. I was down. Yes, I don't even know. Shout out to Tijuana for the $1.99 super chat. Say, hey, man, that's what's up. Look. Watch it. Imagine you in your vehicle in a tornado. Shout out to all the people who be in tornadoes and make it through. You know, your vehicle get turned over and then they get turned back up. Hey, boy, that's what's up.
In Elgin, southeast of there, the driver of a red pickup truck barely survived when high winds flipped the truck onto its side. Let's go to Chris Van Cleve, who's in hard-hit Jacksboro, Texas.
Somebody give him some reefer or
something.
60
miles
you know what I'm saying?
Northwest of Fort Worth. Chris, these pictures are really something. Good morning.
Tony, amazing survivor story here. This was the gymnasium of the elementary school, and city leaders got about a half-hour heads up that they could be in the bullseye of the tornado. That gave enough time for staff here to get the 500 students, parents, and teachers into a safe area just as the tornado struck.
Caught inside the powerful line of tornadoes tearing through Texas and Oklahoma Monday. Watch as this driver in Elgin somehow maintains control, cheating death and driving off.
What kind of truck that is?
The storm brought wind.
Listen, wait. What kind of truck that is? Is that a Dodge? Is that a Ford? Is that a Chevy, a GMC, or what? We need to know.
Rain and hail.
It's on the ground.
At least dozens of homes are believed damaged or destroyed.
Let me talk to all the trucking companies right now with this little clip right here. You could use that clip to sell some trucks out here in the street. I'm trying to help you make that paper.
A twister ravaged the small Texas town of Jacksboro just as school was about to let out. Parents like Allie Vanderkay, waiting to pick up kids, were rushed inside moments before the building took a direct hit.
Shout out to Profit Made 43 for the $3 cash out. Say, sorry, Unc, I started my STD Friday early. Say, cats are hot out here. Yeah, they is. Yeah, they is. And you got to be careful out here now. You got to be careful. Just make sure you're using protection from Saturday through Thursday. Not on Friday. Here we go.
Insulation and the roof was blowing over us, and it was loud and crazy and chaotic.
Both the elementary school and the nearby high school experienced heavy damage, just feet from where hundreds of students, teachers, and parents were hiding from the storm.
I came out and I saw like the trees like uprooted, like how that's powerful.
The roof of the gym.
Tried to show us a little something. She flipped that jacket up just a little bit, tried to show us a hip.
Uprooted,
go ahead, baby.
like how that's
Look. See what I'm
the
saying?
roof of the gym.
She was soliciting, but
ripped
go
off,
ahead, baby.
Walls collapsed while cars in the parking lot tossed and flipped upside down.
Do you be mad that your car flipped over, tore up from a natural disaster and all that fly stuff? Are you more mad at that happening, or are you more mad that you probably let your insurance lap? I know you mad than some bit if you done let your insurance lap and you was waiting on this Friday for this Friday check. You know what I'm saying? You probably mad than a motherfucker. Hey, boy, it's hard out here. Shout out to Bobby for the $1 cash out. Say from Richmond, Virginia. Slim, I appreciate that right there.
Your family is here. You're holding the bumper of your car in your hand.
Damn.
What goes through your mind?
I'm just glad they're safe.
Despite the
When we say I'm just glad people saved, that means our insurance is paid.
damage, no one at either school was hurt, but the tornado left a 2-mile path of destruction. The city estimates 60 to 80 homes in this community of about 4,400 were damaged.
It's pretty much a miracle that we don't have any major injuries for the damage that's been sustained out there.
The 4,400, that's a TV show. Do y'all know that? The 4,400 is a TV show. That is the population of the area, about 4,400. They knew what they were good. All right, go ahead. Now let's keep listening.
And now just on the other side of all of this debris, the wall that's standing, that is where hundreds of people took shelter. Now, we just spoke with the city's police chief overnight. They received no additional reports of injuries, and this is remarkable. No deaths across this hard-hit town, but there is a huge mess here to clean up and an awful lot to rebuild. Nate?
Nate.
Chris, thank you.
That's what's up. Hey, listen, if y'all pray, go ahead on and pray for the quick recovery of the people who went through the storm and the tornado and all that stuff like that right there. Just make sure that people is all right. I guess that those are the things that y'all should be praying for. Remember, we need for y'all to be prayer warriors. There you go. We need some prayer warriors Warriors. Can you say Warriors fast like 4 to 5 times? Warriors. You really can't get it out the way that you would like to get it out here in these streets. Listen, we got to move on. I'm coming in. I'm sliding in slow. But I'm finna go ahead and give y'all a little something. Oh. Remember. If you can't watch a player, if you can't watch the show on YouTube and or the website, you can still go over to Anchor. You can go over to Anchor and Spotify. We got the podcast thing popping over there. You know what I'm saying? That's something that we did new for 2022. Hell, we started the midday news thing in 2022 also. We're trying to expand. We're trying to do better. We're trying to put out some more stuff that need to be put out here in the out there screen. Say shout out to the early warning systems reporters. They probably saved many lives. Oh yes. People have been doing this shit here for so many years to try to save people's lives, especially in places where it's tornadoes, especially Oklahoma and shit like that. Tornadoes don't play around every day. And from the time the tornado hit, or from the time a tornado is about to hit, and the time to where you get the early warning is probably what 5, 10 to 15 minutes or something like that, which it used to be no minutes. Say Willie so educated, say been to multiple colleges so he don't have to pay tuition. I'm trying to tell you, I'm smart enough to go to multiple colleges. So I ain't got to pay student debt like y'all. Listen, this. I'm smarter than them. I'm trying to tell you something. I'm educated. I'm educated. And the best thing about being educated is when you know that you don't know something, ask Google. Just trying to help. Moving right along. This is an update from Miami Beach and the spring breakers out there in the street. I said something about it the day before, but listen, I want to go on the play it for y'all real quick.
Miami Beach has declared a state of emergency.
State of emergency. Damn it, we on the state of emergency because y'all down there doing some fly stuff. Say shout out to Deandra for the $3 cash up. I appreciate that right there. Here we go.
About spring break crowds and a wave of weekend violence. 5
y'all
people
violent.
were shot in that popular vacation destination. Police have seized about 100 weapons. Mayor Dan Gelber says he doesn't want people to come to the city only to worry about becoming the victim of a violent crime.
We don't ask for spring break. We don't promote it. We don't encourage it. We just endure it.
We don't ask for it, promote it. Damn it, we just want your money when you get here. Shout out to Gary for the $1 super chat. I appreciate that right there. Look at him.
And frankly, it's not something we want to endure. We don't want spring break.
We don't want spring break. He is talking from an older player's perspective. He talking from an older player perspective. Now. Typically, the older folks, they got businesses. Typically, the older folks down on Miami Beach, they got businesses. See, once you be having these businesses and people go to shooting and fighting and destroying shit like that right there, you don't want your business destroyed. So then you tend to not want that type of activities and things of that nature going on around your business. See, let me explain something to you. Your mindset will be as a young person as long as you young and don't own shit. I'm trying to tell you something. But when you go to owning some shit, like remember back in the day when we was churning and shit like that, and the older folks would be telling on people all in the community, y'all stop playing around there. Now y'all get out the street. Y'all all that suck shit. All that. Clean up what you throw down. Do not be littering out here. Man, shut up. Until you became a homeowner. Then your ass don't want loud noise. You don't want garbage all around your goddamn yard. You listen. You looking out for neighbors and shit. You is the one now peeking out your window to see who just drove up and is not going to your house, is going across the street to somebody else's house, but you still out the window. I'm trying to tell you, when we change in age, a lot of time, hell, for the most part, our age is supposed to also change our mentality. The older we get, our mentalities is supposed to change. But typically, when you invest your money in some shit, when you put your money on it, you go to feeling different about the community. You go to feeling different about the business community. When your money in some shit. I'm trying to help y'all. I'm trying to tell you something.
Pretty remarkable statement from the mayor there. The city is going to establish a midnight curfew Thursday through Monday. It'll be in place this weekend and possibly the following weekend as well.
And possibly next week. Too bad. You mean to tell me the party got... I told y'all, parties don't typically start jumping till like 1. You know what I'm saying? And y'all couldn't shout at 12. Y'all done spent y'all money. Y'all done took off work. A lot of y'all done lost y'all jobs trying to go down for spring break. It's understood because you're still young and you don't understand about losing your job about going to spring break. That it's really not a good idea, especially when a lot of y'all knew spring break was coming. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. Say, Sugar, the 804 is in the building. I appreciate that right there. A lot of y'all will not understand until you keep putting in the applications and realize, damn, I can't get no job that fast. Bills is piling up. Can't nobody let you hold something. Because you and your friends done messed around and went. 3 of y'all done lost y'all damn job. It was about 6, 7, or 8 of y'all went on down there. The other ones had time to take off. You know what I'm saying? They planned it right. They had time to take off. You've been taking off for other events and shit like the weekend. You take off work because it's the weekend. That's what's up. Keep doing what you're doing. Ain't nobody judging you. But 2, 3 of y'all fired now. I'm trying to tell you, for like a week or 2, you can borrow $5, $6, $7. You know what I'm saying? We can go half on a little joint. You know what I'm saying? Like I will buy the expensive liquor like Crystal Palace or some Boone's Farm. You know what I'm saying? I will buy the expensive stuff and we can share it. You know what I'm saying? But that's only gonna last about 2 to 3 weeks. Then after that, your peers gonna be like, you need to get a job. Even though your ass went to spring break with them. And they knew you was gonna lose your goddamn job. The 615 say Cashville, Tennessee is in the building. I appreciate y'all for joining the player. We got to move it right along. I'm not gonna talk your head off, but I got some things to talk about around here in these streets. I missed last night and I feel some kind of way. They say some things been going up. People been getting shot and shit. People been getting hurt. People been getting hurt. Shout out to Todd for the $5 cash out. Say too many meats, not enough monkeys. I'm in agreement with you out there on that goddamn beach. These players be arguing, fighting, about nothing. These babies be out there arguing, fighting about nothing. But typically the shooters are males. I can say that. Typically, the shooters are males. It'd be a whole bunch of fighting that is behind the females. And typically, we shoot behind females. So they always got something to do with it. But look at. Remember, whatever state that you in, and like somebody finna say on here, that means you got to watch your back sometimes. You got to be careful depending on where you live at. Nobody's safe.
Rick Nicole, the mayor, says we have to be better as a city. He touted the number of gun arrests police have made this year and the city police department's 52% homicide clearance rate. There have not been any arrests in the homicides over the weekend.
What is that?
Nobody's safe. Mm-hmm. Nobody's safe, and I don't care where you are, what neighborhood you're in. Nobody's safe, even at the harbor.
At least 22 people have been shot in Baltimore since Friday alone.
I heard the gunshots, and then I heard the car drive off. Then I heard them zip down the alley. And
those gunshots Jeff heard rang out just after 9:30 Monday night on Parksley Avenue, about a block from the southwestern precinct. A 35-year-old woman was shot in the face. Police are looking for a 2019 white Acura TLX that fled the scene.
What's she
I don't
do?
go outside after it gets dark.
He don't go outside after it gets dark. Like our mamas did back in our days, because he got a little girl on his face too. Back in our days, it was told don't let that street light beat you home. Don't let the street light beat you home. That means you better be in here before dark. And now he's, I would say, over 45, and he don't be outside past the street lights.
I finish all my business during the daytime, and I try and get back in the house as quickly as possible.
For weeks, we've talked to people demanding leaders do something to stop the bloodshed affecting all parts of the city. WJZ caught up with Mayor Scott for his perspective.
There are people we know. There are young people, older people that we know that are committing these acts of violence over stupid stuff.
Yep.
And when are we going to, as a community, also step up? We cannot solely rely on the police. We know that we believe in a comprehensive approach.
For Jeff, that's not good enough.
He should be doing something about it instead of talking about it. He's talking about somebody else doing the job. He has to do the job. He's the mayor.
Now, the police union has criticized city leaders for having no plan to deal with the violence. Coming up at 6, we'll have an update on a key part of Governor Hogan's crime plan that was discussed in Annapolis today. For now, we're live at City Hall. Mike Helgren, WJZ.
Look at here. Wait.
It gets dark.
Some parts of the city.
People, older people that we know.
He is the mayor? I don't know. I am looking for the titles that they put up there to tell you who people is.
They are people we know.
Oh, he actually is
parts of the city. WJZ caught up with Mayor Scott for his perspective.
They did say it.
People we know.
Mayor Scott, look at old young player too. What's happening to pimp get that paper? Do everything that you need to go on and do, but they dying out there in the goddamn street. That mean they were dying before you was voted in, and they gonna be dying after you get voted out. Let me talk to the player in the beginning, because he said something that was key. It was something to make you think about
the
it.
city police department, 52% homicide clearance rate. There have not been any arrests in the homicides over the weekend.
Nobody's safe. Mm-hmm. Nobody's safe, and I don't care where you are, what neighborhood you in.
Don't player. Don't do that. You say, I don't care where you at. I don't care what neighborhood you in. Nobody's safe. That ain't true. There is some neighborhoods that don't nothing happen. Bitch, the wind don't blow heavy. I'm trying to tell you something. See, a lot of this has to do with people don't travel. A lot of this has to do with people only watch what's going on in their community. They only know what goes on in their community. I know multiple counties, multiple municipalities, multiple gated communities that don't shit happening. It might happen further down the street, you know what I'm saying? But let's not put that message out here. No matter where you stay, players and babies, it's about percentages. If where you stay, 22 people done got shot. If where I stay, no one has gotten shot in the same length of time. Like if it's 22 for you since the year began in your neighborhood, but in my neighborhood it's been 0. Oh, there's a difference than a motherfucker. I'm trying to tell you something. There's a difference. Like everybody don't live in the Chi, everybody don't live in Chicago, but we know that those numbers is so high every year. From the beginning of the year to about March, them should be about, what 200-300 people? But in your area, you might have 0 to 10. Your neighborhood is still better than the neighborhood that got over 200. So in essence, where you say nobody's safe no matter what neighborhood you in, you wrong by that, pimp. But everybody need to watch 12, 3, 6, 8, and 9 because you never know when it's going to pop off. Because one thing about it, as long as you've been born, as long as you breathing, let's just know you're going to stop one day. Just time to tell.
Nobody's safe, even at the harbor.
Even at the harbor. I think he's saying the harbor, because this is in Baltimore, and I think that they got a harbor some. And for those of you who may know some, is it Bell Harbor or something like that right there? But the harbor may be the upper class, because he said not even in the harbor. So that might be where people spend that cash. The houses over $1 million or some fly shit like that right there. But the harbor don't have 22 people shot and killed. Shout out to Debbie for the $1.99 super chat. Say they dragged this mayor for his afro. Really? That is so disappointing for a young, which I thought that they won't darken you people in office. I'm confused. Say Baltimore Harbor. Say at the Pier Harbor. Oh, see. So that is the upper echelon places where people got their paper at. To where it's say the harbor is safe as hell. Say he wouldn't know that. This is what I'm trying to say. But we don't get out of the areas that we live in, and all we do is focus our surroundings. Even if it is one, maybe two petty incident on the harbor, it still does not compare to what's going on in your neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to help. That is like saying, Compton is the same as Beverly Hills. You ain't safe in Beverly Hills. Damn it. If you ain't safe in Compton or any other place, Slauson and Crenshaw or some shit like that, if you ain't safe here, you ain't safe in Beverly Hills. That's like saying that. And that really wouldn't, like, you can't make the comparison. There's places where people is not, like, people don't get murdered for 5 and 10 years in certain communities. People don't get abused 5 and 10 years in certain communities, man. So we got to watch what we putting out here for the people to believe, because sometimes we be lying or we just misspeak because we don't have the proper information out here. And that's not wise coming from older players out here. We cannot be speaking this way. I know. You can say what you want to say. I'm just trying to point out there's better ways of doing things. There's better ways to get the message out here. And we need to stop lying. Even though sometimes we don't know that we be lying or putting out the misinformation. That is not a good thing. Let me move right along. Oh, well, hell. Let's go ahead on and let me give you this right here, because again, we often, hell, we got to keep talking about 12, 3, 6, and 9 all time. Say, did you see my super chat? Now, oh, yeah, I already read it. Debbie. I appreciate you, though. Hold up. Yep. You say they dragged this mayor for his afro. And that's why I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Not by his real hair. He go get it shaved up, nicely groomed as old young mayor. And they picking on his afro? I can't. Hey, say there's a difference between West Palm Beach and Palm Beach. I'm trying to tell you something. There's a difference in Liberty City, man, and Miami Beach. There's a difference in here. There's a difference in Miami Lakes and Miami Gardens. I'm just saying. Moving right along. Let's go ahead and put this here up on the screen. Now they say that they got 4 teenagers. 4 teenagers done jumped on out here, bothering older folk. Hashtag no daddies. But I'm going to say hashtag a good mama. Here we go.
Hey guys, so I want to warn you, the video you're about to see, it is disturbing. The victim's family says, though, they want you to see this video to understand what happened.
It was like a predatory thing.
You're watching video from Monday afternoon around 1:30 p.m. on the 300 block of North Scott. Linda Fricky is leaving work. Richard Hodges is her boss. His surveillance cameras are rolling.
It was when the male started to pull her out of the car. At that point, he struggled with her. It looked like trying to pull her out, and he maced her. Two of the females had jumped in the other side of the vehicle, and then they jumped out, like all of a sudden, it's like popped out. And it seemed like maybe they were like, okay, this ain't gonna work, we're gonna leave. And he proceeded on the side of the vehicle. He basically was assaulting her, trying to get her out of the car. Once he got her on the ground, he got in, he took off.
Hodges says two co-workers came out and tried to save her, but it was...
Do y'all understand that it was one little boy and 3 little girls? Well, let's not even use little. 3 girls, 1 boy. You gotta ask yourself, what would make the girls do this? Like 3 of them? Y'all don't give a damn about the female situation. And another thing I got to point out to y'all, they all darker hue. I know you don't want to say, don't stereotype it. They all darker hue. Even if you didn't think they were darker hue, they got on bunnies, bitch, and who else wear bunnies outside? Hold on.
Is leaving work. Richard Hodges is her boss. His surveillance...
We ain't talking down on you wearing the bunnies as long as the bunnies match now. I'm just saying.
His cameras are rolling.
They go
when
one.
The male started to pull her out of the car.
She matching.
At that point, he struggled with her. It looked like trying to pull her out, and he maced her. Two of the females had jumped in the other side of the vehicle, and then they jumped.
She got a head wrap with sometimes. Damn it, nope, it's not a bunny, it's a head wrap. You know what I'm saying? And I think she got a condom on her head. I don't know what it is.
Like,
I'm trying to
all
work
of a
it out in
sudden,
my head.
it's like popped out. And it seemed like maybe they were like, okay, this ain't gonna work. We're gonna.
Shout out to Mario for the $2 super chat. Say ain't none one of them gave him any ain't now one of them gave him no monkey. Oh, I can believe that.
And
I can
he
believe
proceeded
that. Yeah, they're
on the
doing
side
this
of the
fly shit,
vehicle.
right?
He basically was assaulting her, trying to get her.
And she just step out like everything is beautiful, everything's sweet. It's all good. It's all good. Go ahead.
Out of the car. Once he got her on the ground, he got in, he took off.
Hodges says two co-workers came out and tried to save her, but it was too late.
They found her in the street there, and they stayed with her, until she passed away.
She passed away in the street. They wanted to steal the vehicle. Do y'all think that they should be charged as adults?
Within a few minutes after that, it was just a horrific thing.
NOPD Superintendent Sean Ferguson said the parents of the 15-year-old female turned her in Monday night.
Did you hear that? Shout out to that mama. The parents of the 15-year-old female. You got to get the hell on out my goddamn house. You done caused this older lady to die. If you don't get your ass up there to them damn people, y'all come around here and get her. Y'all come around here and get her. She got to go.
A tip from
I didn't raise her like that.
From another parent led police to the 17-year-old male and 16-year-old female. The 15-year-old female turned herself in Tuesday morning.
One of the 15-year-old females turned herself in. The other one, mama done turned her in. Damn it, they done caught up with the 17-year-old. I can't take these.
Police say some of the suspects have criminal records, but would not give details.
You mean these minors got records and shit? They ain't learned yet? I know. Well, people say, well, Willie, they shouldn't get like years for petty crimes and petty petty things that they getting on their license. And well, getting on their record like misdemeanors. Like, it shouldn't be really, really penalized because we all mess up as children. Really, really. I think we need to change that. I possibly think I need to run for office. I haven't been thinking about it. That's why I'm changing up my speech. I am so crazy. But we gonna have, as long as we can allow the youth to become parents. Watch me. Watch me. As long as we can allow children to become parents, I think they should be adults. It should be held as an adult. And when they do their little petty crimes, if we sitting them down for 30 days, sit them down for 6 months. Fuck it. Oh, cause believe you me, we will learn more from our peers than actually doing what they do. The 313 Detroit is in the house. I appreciate that right there. Say, preach, Willie. I'm trying to. Say, okay, people. Hit the thumbs up button. Listen. Notice, I ain't said nothing about the thumbs up. Watch it. I got a list of shit to talk about. A list. I ain't even gonna make it. I ain't even gonna do it. I'm not stressed about no thumbs up. I appreciate y'all. Listen. The PayPal, Cash App, Super Chat. I appreciate everybody for being here and having a good time. Here we go.
Ferguson did say he wants the teens charged as adults.
Brazenness, broad daylight.
Broad day.
With no regards to this woman hanging from the vehicle. So, I mean, I think at some point in time we have to step up and say we're going to hold individuals accountable.
Linda's family described the teens as evil and cowards.
She was the kindest, the best person. It's a hole in all of our lives that we'll never get back. She just will be deeply. That's all I can really say.
Hodges says Linda worked for him for 20 years. She was a great employee. Linda cherished her family and granddaughter. He recalls asking her if she ever wanted to retire. He says she loved her job and said she wasn't going anywhere.
I have virtually no confidence in the system right now.
Thank you.
Does anybody? You know, and I would love to see them be prosecuted as adults, send a message, not only to somebody who would be thinking about doing that, but this, you know, what is the purpose in it? What purpose was this? It's a senseless murder.
It's all senseless. And until we step down and step on their necks, they will continue to do exactly what they've been doing, because we know as minors, you're not held accountable. Say, oh, damn, she was lighter hue. Damn, it's over for all of them. I'm trying to tell you. Okay. Y'all out here playing with the wrong people out here in these streets. Shout out to Mario for the $2 super chat. Say, I think, hold on. Say, I think they should get life. They possibly should. Yeah, fuck it. See, and a lot of us will sit back and say, oh, well, Willie, that is too much. I understand where you're coming from. I do kind of understand, because people mess up in these streets. But because you done took somebody's life, and that means forever, that person is dead forever, you need to be gone forever. Fuck your feelings, fuck your mammy them. Excuse me, professionalism. I'm so sorry. Scratch that beep. We got to start beeping stuff. If the person who you cause to die died, watch it. If the person that you caused to die died, that means that you should never get out of prison. In my mind. Or you just need to leave Earth also. Whichever one is fine with me. Because at some point we got to change things. We cannot do the same. We cannot have the same thing popping off every single year. Hell, every day, every week, every month, every 6 months, every quarter, every 6 months, every half a year, every 3/4 of a year. No. we got to have somebody who is willing to come in and say, that, like a Joe Clark, you don't want to follow the rules, you got to go. It's just simple. It is so simple. It's like with a job. You don't want to follow the rules, bye. There's somebody who wants to follow the rules. You can do all that other stuff that you want to when it's going to affect you. If it only affects you, do you. Have at it. Have a good time. Have a great time. Shout out to Joseph for the $7 cash app. I appreciate that right there. Look here, we got the movie right along. Be careful who you try to roll up on to grab something from and borrow something from. Wait. Because let me go ahead on and do this right here. Be careful who you roll up on, try to borrow something from, or try to have a quick conversation and try to do it undercover. You better be careful. Look at here.
Now at 5, turning the tables. Action News obtained dramatic new video of the moment a customer fought back when a would-be robber confronted him in a Philadelphia smoke shop. Tuesday night, Rick Williams is off. Brian Taff is joining us. The big story on Action News is the terrifying encounter that played out in the Olney neighborhood of the city.
Yeah, it only took the customer a matter of seconds to realize what was happening and reach for the robber's gun. Action News reporter Katie Castro live at police headquarters tonight with the video you'll only see right here on Action News. Katie.
Come on, Katie. You're blanking a lot.
Brian and
Charlotte
okay? Residents we spoke with are really upset by all of this. As you'll see in the video, these were some frightening moments. Exclusive surveillance video obtained by Action News shows the moments the tables were turned on an alleged robber. Philadelphia police say the suspect, believed to be in his early 20s, came into this smoke shop just after 1 a.m. on the 5300 block of 5th Street in Olney. You can see the would-be robber approach a 45-year-old man standing by the...
Oh, young boy done approached an old player who quick on the draw out here. He got that screen. Why? Because the one with the gun wasn't watching his 12-3-6 and his 9. If you pay attention, his head is turned to the left while he's standing next to the player that he's trying to borrow something from.
Early 20s came into this smoke shop just after 1 a.m. on the 5300 block of 5th Street in Olney.
Yeah, she rocking that red dress. Yes, she is.
You can see the would-be robber
look
a
at
45-year-old man standing by.
His head was turned. His head was turned, looking at his partner over there at the door. See him? Look at little stupid ass. Little boy. Look at the little boy. The 22-year-old little boy. Look at him.
A 45-year-old man standing by the ATM. Bam! In a split second, the man managed to get the gun away from the suspect and shot him multiple times.
I heard 2 pops, and I woke up out of my sleep.
She was asleep.
And I heard somebody scream.
The attempted robbery victim hit the suspect in the face with the gun at the same.
And you got slapped with the pistol, pimp. You got slapped with the pistol. You got pop and slapped with the pistol. I don't think robbery or borrowing something from people, it should be your job description anymore. Shout out to Terrell for the $4 cash app. Say all I got on me. Man, I appreciate that right there. I just appreciate you watching. I appreciate y'all. Here we go.
A shot went off and shattered the glass door. The bullet also hit the victim's friend who was standing outside. Then you see the alleged robber bolt out the glass door.
I didn't stop because it was taped all off, and I just kept going home.
Kept going, baby.
Believe it. I was like, good thing I got off the time I got off.
Police caught up with the suspect about 2.5 blocks away on the 400 block of West Olney Avenue inside this stolen Toyota. Police say he bled to death from multiple gunshot wounds. Police are still searching for the person who drove the robbery suspect in the Toyota before abandoning the car with the man still inside bleeding. Residents in the...
So you and your partner doing something, you done got hit in the groin and shit, and he not gonna take it to the emergency room? He not gonna take it to the ER at all. Nothing. He ain't gonna take his shirt off and give you the shirt off his back to cauterize the womb or something. Where I ain't even out there screaming, and I don't know if I was supposed to use cauterize right at that moment. Damn it sound good when I thought about it. I say, well, hell, should I use it? Yeah, fuck it. You grown. So, oops, my bad. Watch your mouth. So he sound like he took a couple pistol whip shots. Yeah, he did. Look. Listen.
A robbery suspect in the Toyota before abandoning the car with the man still inside bleeding. Residents in the neighborhood say they are fed up with the gun violence.
Violence in the city is just, it's out of control right now.
We always fed up. And like every day, every week, every store. We fed up every time we do a store. We want it to stop every store. Every store. We say the same shit. No. Shout out to Patricia for the $5 cash out. Say on YouTube name Dome Origins. Origins. Dome Organs. Oh, damn it, I can read. I appreciate it. Here we go.
Real scary. For a person like me.
Dome Origins.
An old man here.
There you go.
Now, the man shot in the shoulder is...
It look like she telling us that she ain't safe, according to how many times she blinking. Y'all watch.
Expected to survive. As for the shooter, police say he is cooperating.
She got something in her eye. Hold on. I think she got something in her eye.
Now, the man shot in the shoulder is expected to survive. As for the shooter, police say he is cooperating, and it's still under review if he'll face any charges at this time. Police say they also believe no one in the store had anything to do with this at this point.
Why they don't know right now if he will face charges for protecting himself and shooting someone who tried to rob him? Why is that even like a thought? It should automatically be the law. If you get the gun for somebody who's trying to rob you and you pop their head multiple times, kill them, do pistol whooping and everything, there will be no charges. Did y'all know if somebody break into your house and slip and fall and like break their leg, break their arm, something like that, they can sue you? I want to find the bitch. I want to find the politician that made that law. I would love to know the one or the group who came up with that law or a thing. We need to know who these people be. If somebody jump your gate at your house and drown in your pool, you can be sued. I want to know who made that law. Yeah. I'm just saying.
Reporting live at police headquarters, Katie Catro, Channel.
Katie Catro, but damn it.
Now at 5, turning the tables. Action News obtained dramatic new video of the moment a customer fought back.
Do y'all see he ran through the glass? A player ran through the glass. I'm out of here. If I get cut up or everything, I'm gone.
When a would-be robber confronted him in a Philadelphia smoke shop.
Shout out to LaTanya for the $5 cash out. Say I finally caught her live, Willie. I appreciate that right there. I had to go back. You say she rocking that red dress
Tuesday
right
night, Rick Williams is off. Brian Taft is joining us. The big story on Action News is the terrifying encounter that played out in the Albany neighborhood of the city.
Yeah, it only took the customer a matter of seconds to realize what was happening and reach for the robber's gun.
That's because he was watching 12/3/689, player. He knew what was going on immediately.
Action News reporter Katie Catro live at police headquarters tonight with the video you'll only see right here on Action News. Katie.
It looked like somebody is behind her or something like that, what she's saying, look, I need help out here in the street. But the police behind you, baby, so damn it, you're safe because you're at the police station and hopefully don't nothing transpire while you're at the police station. But go ahead.
Bryan and Shari residents we spoke with are really upset by all of this. As you'll see in the video, these were some frightening moments.
This is just a beautiful moment. This is beautiful.
Exclusive
This right here.
surveillance
Watch
video
it.
obtained by Action
Got him.
News shows the moments the tables were turned on an alleged robber. Philadelphia police say the suspect, believed to be in his early 20s, came into this smoke shop just after 1 a.m. on the 5300 block of 5th Street in Olney. You can see the would-be robber approach a 45-year-old man standing by the ATM. In a split second, the man managed to get the gun away from the suspect and shot him multiple times.
Slap shit up. Bam!
Pops, and I woke up out of my...
Slap dog shit out of bow. What you trying to take from me, boy? To all my adults, to all of my older people, this is how you want your story to end. Believe me. That's the best way for your story to end. You done pop you, one done died, and you done slapped the dog shit out of one of them. I'm just saying. Moving right along. I ain't even much gonna hold you. We finna go ahead on to almost get out of here. What I had one, bam, bam, bam. Oh, we can just jump into these last two. And yeah. I'm looking at the numbers. Don't even worry about it. We finna go ahead on to get on up out of here. Showing up in just a smidget. Let me see if I got this one right here right. Bam, bam, bam. We're gonna do this because this go into this. Let me go ahead on and put up on the screen. Remember, we got a PayPal link, we got a Cash App link, and we got the Super Chat. Just if you need to use the Super Chat, just don't go over $5, and we can have a good old time around here. A lot of people have heard me talk about just because you want to break up, there's always somebody that don't want to break up. Just when you decide to break up, watch 23-6 and your 9 at all times.
I do pray for him that he's okay. He's such a nice guy.
Yes, he is.
Neighbors in Plum talking about a guy who police say was shot by his girlfriend after a breakup. A judge kept Crystal Vesey in jail tonight, calling her a flight risk. Detectives say she tried to kill her partner using a pistol and a 7-inch chef's knife.
Her alleged victim, Glenn Smith, is in the hospital tonight. KDK investigator Megan Schiller is live with more from Allegheny County Police Headquarters.
904 Jacksonville, Florida's in the building. Say to Emma, she had a shank and a gun. A shank and a shank. That popper and something to stab you with in case she don't hit you right or something like that. She mad.
And I talked to some of his family members today. They tell me he is out of surgery and he's doing better, all things considered. But detectives say it's when he tried to allegedly break the relationship off with his partner Crystal Vesey, that things took a violent turn.
The sad part about Crystal Vesey, the whole sad part about this story is I don't see no picture of that baby.
Plum Borough man's desperate calls for help, captured by a neighbor's doorbell camera. Gunfire erupted Wednesday night along Emerald Drive, and the victim, Glenn Smith Jr., ran up the street for help.
I don't know where she's at. She got a knife.
Neighbors tell me police swarmed the street.
And we didn't know what was happening because the fire truck actually blocked the street.
Allegheny County Police arrested Smith's partner, Crystal Vesey, for attempted...
My bad. I ain't watched it all the way through then. Look at hey, sugar. Baby got like a jaw swole on one side, but look at her. Look like she can still get it when she jump. Ain't nothing. Listen. The player who got shot, stabbed, and all that flash right there, he gonna have the ladies on him because she gonna be like, the ladies gonna be like, what she did to her to have him to get shot or stabbed or something. He must have did it good. Yeah. And then player gonna be like, shit. She doing it like that. She down for a domestic love relationship, something that we really do promote out here in these streets. She love him.
A homicide. Detectives say she shot Smith multiple times and tried to stab him with a kitchen knife after he called it quits in the relationship.
I never expected this house because he does live alone.
But baby, sugar, baby, what you don't understand how a player been putting in. How a player been putting in work shit. He got his own house. He got, listen, y'all got to pay attention. The player broke up with her for whatever reason. Player got his own shit, and like I be telling you players a whole lot, boy, you got options when you got your own shit. I'm trying to tell you something. You can drop them like a dime if they not cooperating with you. You can think that it's not working out. You don't have to move nowhere. That's your house.
Smith's longtime next-door neighbor let us inside his home to see the countless bullet holes piercing his walls. One bullet landed in the home's laundry room, the other in the kitchen, after just narrowly missing his wife's head and his 1-year-old baby. He tells us Smith loves his job at Duquesne Light and a good workout. Duquesne Light releasing this statement saying, quote, "We can confirm that Glenn, who was injured in this tragic incident, is a longtime Duquesne Light Company employee. Our thoughts are with him and his family as he recovers from his injuries." Now, Veazey will head to court next week, and neighbors tell me that they are pulling for Smith's recovery. Smith, through his family members tonight, saying that he would love for me to pass along a big thank you to the man in the truck seen in that doorbell video who was driving down the street, who stopped and called 911 to get him help. Reporting live tonight outside of Allegheny County Police Headquarters, Megan Schiller, KDK News.
That's what's up. Listen, we got to be careful how we putting down out here in these streets. I'm trying to tell you something. People don't want to be broke up with. See, I've done it more than 10 times. Who are these people? They don't know I'm working. Let me push that button. My bad. Let's say, yeah. Poor Glenn. Yeah. Say you got a wife. Say damn side chick said no. Say, is it that tragic though? He was cheating. So y'all caught the end of it then, right? Y'all. Say, just a tip, as we do around here, do not go up. Do not go past the tip. Did y'all hear how confusing the story got at the end? I'm going to play it again. Watch it.
Swarmed the street.
And we didn't know what was happening because the fire truck actually blocked the street.
Allegheny County Police arrested Smith's partner, Crystal Veazey, for attempted homicide. Detectives say she shot Smith multiple times and tried to stab him with a kitchen knife after he called it quits in the relationship.
It's never expected this house because he does live alone.
Smith's
He lives alone. Remember this. Watch this. It's crazy.
With a kitchen knife after he called it quits in the relationship.
It's never expected this house because he does live alone.
Smith's longtime next-door neighbor let us inside his home to see the countless bullet holes piercing his walls. One bullet landed in the home's laundry room, the other in the kitchen, after just narrowly missing his wife's head and his 1-year-old baby. He tells us.
Oh, all right. Okay. Say, Willie, not confusing. Intentionally trying to downplay the DV. No. Watch this. That's where it was confusing at. The neighbor let them people inside the house of his own house to show them he had bullet holes in his own house, not the dude house who got shot.
She shot Smith multiple times and tried to stab him with a kitchen knife after he called it quits in the relationship.
It's never expected this house because he does live alone.
Smith's longtime next-door neighbor let us inside his home to see the countless bullet holes.
You see that? But it's still confusing for how she's saying it. Smith, longtime neighbor, let us in his house. Are they saying in Smith's house or the neighbor's house? Because I don't think that the neighbor could let them into Smith's house. You know what I'm saying?
Piercing his walls. One bullet landed in the home's laundry room, the other in the kitchen, after just narrowly missing his wife's head and his 1-year-old baby.
So, yeah. So they're talking about that's the neighbor's house who showed them the gunshots because the neighbor, I like who neighbor said that Smith lived by himself. He ain't got no wife and no children. So it wasn't a cheating thing. He was dealing with a broad. That was his partner, as they say. Dealing with a broad and done. It's over. We finished. So he wasn't cheating. I just wanted y'all to hear that to see how many of y'all was going to say, this confusing in the mug. You know what I'm saying? Like we had to play it back a few times. Say, I live by that house. Wait, say, I live by that in the house, outside the house, at work. Oh, watch 23-689. Oh, so you live by all that right there. Oh, Jesus, they dangerous. Say, Orlando, Florida's in the house. Say, hey, sweet potato pie. That's what's up. I appreciate y'all being here. Look here. Let's go ahead and get into the main event real quick so I get you in and out. It's a short story, but it needs to be talked about. That I just missed some. I think I did. Let me grab this right here. Bam. Because what is the name of it? Oh, my bad. I forgot the name of it. But listen. Remember. Subscribe to the website. Subscribe to Anchor. Subscribe to Spotify. Subscribe to everything that I do around here in these streets, so you can basically never, ever miss a beat. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead on and get into the main event. A boyfriend allegedly slashes his girlfriend's throat in the Bronx. That's what's up. Shout out to Tamika for the $2 cash app. Say first time on the live from Philly. That's what's up. I appreciate you being here. Here we go, y'all. Look at it. I done changed the thing again. Like I be telling y'all, you got to watch 12, 3, 6, and your 9. Be careful, but I really want y'all to really hear this story. Say hashtag just the tip.
Now in the death of a woman found inside a NYCHA building in the Bronx. Police say someone slashed the 37-year-old mother's throat and stabbed her in the chest. CBS 2's Dave Carlin reports on the shocking murder that has everyone in that community on edge.
Family members sobbed outside this Bronx apartment building where 37-year-old Bajana James was murdered inside her home.
37.
We need to catch the person who did it. This neighbor watching from her window knew James and observed her loved ones placing candles outside the Betances houses on East 147th Street, which became a crime scene early Saturday. The neighbor told us she can't stop thinking about the children.
Boy, when I tell y'all them filters is beautiful out here in these streets, but go ahead.
James is survived by a 12-year-old son and 8-year-old daughter.
Not the kids don't have a mother.
Oh, she got 2
Children were
kids.
staying with their
Oh, she got 2 kids. I missed that earlier, but listen.
Children. James is survived by a 12-year-old son and 8-year-old daughter.
Not the kids don't have a mother.
The children were staying with their grandmother when the murder happened. Family members say James worked here at Empire City Casino in Yonkers, and that the last time friends heard from her was on Wednesday. Relatives who declined to go on camera told us the last contact was when James texted a friend saying she was scared of a man she was living with.
Shout out to Mario for the $2 super chat. Say he damn near decapitated her. Yeah. This, Jesus. But look here. She texted somebody and said, I'm afraid. I'm scared of him.
The man is described by the family as a boyfriend, and they don't know where he is.
She was afraid of the boyfriend who she been living with because the children stay with the grandma. Shout out to Bridget for the $3 cash out. Say this is for teaching me about my 12, 3, 6, 7, 9. I appreciate that right there. I try to do the best I can with this teaching stuff.
James' mother went to the apartment to do a welfare check but did not get inside. Then one of James' siblings showed up, got inside, and found the body. Police say James' throat was slashed, and investigators recovered a knife.
It's heartbreaking for something like that to happen. She's a humble person, a mom. I always say hi to everybody when she come out.
He said many around here will not be able to rest until police catch the killer. In the Mott Haven section of the Bronx, Dave Carlin, CBS 2 News.
Let's run it back.
Disturbing new details now in the death of a woman found inside a NYCHA building in the Bronx. Police say someone slashed the 37-year-old mother's throat and stabbed her in the chest. CBS 2's Dave Carlin reports on the shocking murder that has everyone in that community on edge. For
one, we always got to ask the question, well, what did she do? Because there's always a reason to have somebody do something to you, like take you off Earth. Always a
Family
reason.
members sobbed outside this Bronx apartment building where 37-year-old Bajana James was murdered inside her home.
We need to catch the person who did it.
This neighbor watching from her window knew James and observed her loved ones placing candles outside the Betances houses on East 147th Street, which became a crime scene early Saturday. The neighbor told us she can't stop thinking about the children.
Can't stop thinking about the children, which I understand. Like, a lot of y'all be sympathetic and empathetic and all that fly stuff right there, but because we never really kind of asked what did that person do to deserve? Well, they say, well, nobody never deserved it. You have no idea what somebody done did to deserve what they got, or got what they got, and not be classified under a deserving thing. It's just they just got what they got. So I think she cheated on her. She was working at the casino.
James is survived by a 12-year-old son and 8-year-old daughter.
Not the kids don't have a mother.
The children were staying with their grandmother when the murder happened.
The kids were staying with the grandmother when the murder happened. They didn't say the kids was visiting. They used the word staying, meaning that's where they stayed. Domestic love violation out here. He done took off Earth. Damn, he should have attempted, but not take off Earth out here in these streets. That's what we don't promote. We don't promote removing somebody off the planet. Not that right there. Say, what's her name? Vagina James. Say, seriously, say, that's what I'm hearing. Really? Oh, really? Oh, so she was doing it like that up there. Women's liberation, huh? Go ahead.
Family members say James worked here at Empire City Casino in Yonkers, and that the last time friends heard from her was on Wednesday.
Shout out to Mario for the $2 super chat. See, I can solve this crime. Ex-boyfriend did it. Oh yeah. It has already been updated to say that the boyfriend has been arrested. But they didn't say much more, and I think the clip was 11 to 15 seconds. I'm not gonna play that shit. You know what I'm saying? Say, Willie, people kill themselves and the entire family. What did they do? Listen, they did something. Somebody did something to have somebody do something to them. Causes has effects. Effects have causes.
Relatives who declined to go on camera told us the last contact was when James texted a friend saying she was scared of a man she was living with.
So why you ain't go to grandma's house then, baby? Why you ain't wait until because it's so many. It's so many of you babies be talking. I just couldn't leave. I was afraid of him and all that fly stuff right there. I don't. But you got to go to the grocery store. You got to go to work. You got to go to daycare. You got to go to the school. So you just didn't want to leave. Wait. So you mean to tell me? You mean to tell me this? You can't use the police on a player, which is strange because when y'all want a player to go to jail, y'all know how to call the police. When you want a player to get out your house, y'all know how to call the police. When you want a player to be on child support, you know how to call the police. Every other time when you want to do something, you know how to use law enforcement to get it done. But for some reason, when y'all be in these good, loving, domestic love relationships, you don't know how to leave. I don't understand. In my mind, you shouldn't leave. Because if you is in a domestic love relationship, your domestic love relationship ain't just started. See, one incident doesn't just have you in a domestic love relationship, because right at that moment is what will define you as in being in a domestic love relationship or not. And how you be in that domestic love relationship or not on the first time is you continue to deal with that person. If you break up with that person, that means you don't want a domestic love relationship. It's simple. Say she ain't watch Color Purple or not. In my mind, she did something. Or she wanted to leave. Like the last video we just saw, a player broke up and stuff like that. He got shot. Pop, pop. Maybe she wanted to break up. And he sliced on up. Say, don't be wanting to be alone. 100% would rather die first. Trying to take. There's so many people that is in domestic love relationships because they don't want to be alone. People don't know how to be alone. I am so confused. What do you mean you don't know how to be alone? You don't know how to stay in the apartment by yourself? Like you don't know how to stay in the house by yourself? Say, Willie, she was working at the casino. Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. That's what they say. That's where she work at. I don't understand. You don't want to be alone. Don't we got social media now, and don't we think by us having social media that everybody on social media is our friends? I thought we got like a lot of friends if we on social media. So what do you mean alone? You should be able to live by yourself and be just okay. You know, you should be all right. You should be able to make it. You're only up 16 hours a day. The only time you're probably alone is when you off work, which is about 7 or 8 hours a day. Because if you work, you're around people. Well, if you work outside of the home, you are around people. So you're not alone. If you sleep, you're in dreamland. When you off, you can FaceTime people. What are we talking about? You can talk to your neighbors. What do you mean alone? So it's confusing to me, but she took the time out to text somebody.
Neighbor watching from her window knew James and observed her loved ones placing candles outside the Betances houses on East 147th Street, which became a crime scene early Saturday. The neighbor told us she can't stop thinking about the children. James is survived by a 12-year-old son and 8-year-old daughter.
Not the kids don't have a mother.
The children were staying with their grandmother when the murder happened. Family members say James worked here at Empire City Casino in Yonkers.
So, say, Willie, you got to look at it from both ways. Say, my mom wasn't allowed to use the phone or go outside, okay? Say, my mom didn't do nothing. Say, my dad was crazy. Say, y'all don't understand sometimes. Say, rest in peace, mama, I miss you. Shout out to all the people who have went through those type of situations. Let me say it like this. I hope everybody can hear me. When we want to do something, we gonna do it. Let me say that again. When we want to do something, we gonna do it. Say he didn't allow your mother to use the phone and or go outside. I'm going to leave it alone. My stance will still always be, when you want to do something, you going to do it. I know. There's a whole bunch of cases to where people was locked in their own homes. I understand that. But unless you was tied by a chain to something, it's just in my mind. I don't forget the people who actually done went through some shit. I understand. But in one of those situations, if you was tied down for years and years and years, understood. I get it. But if you able to go back and forth to work, you able to go outside, you able to text motherfuckers, you able to FaceTime people, I don't want to hear that shit. Me personally, I don't give a fuck. I don't want to hear that shit. If you able to leave your home, you have a phone, you doing all this fly shit, you can be cute for the gram and all that shit, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't believe you. But I do understand that there is some people who is being locked inside the homes. I get it. But watch this. There's always a point to where your situation can change. No one does the same thing every single year. Nobody makes the same steps, make the same moves. We all slip at some point. It's just the point, are you ready for when that person slips? And do you have a plan when that person slips? I'm just saying. I know everybody's situation different. And I would still say, because I lack sympathy and empathy. Like I truly do. That shit ain't no joke. When I say I don't pretend to care, like I really don't be pretending to care. Because I see when people want to do shit, people do shit. People do what they want to do because they want to do shit. I'm just saying. Oh, no. See, that's why I say I understand that there are some people who went through that many years ago. That's understood because the phones and people didn't even have company like that. The neighbors stayed distances, so you wouldn't see people for months. I understand that right there. Oh, I really do get that. You could be locked in the basement for years and shit and won't nobody know. I get it. I'm not talking about them people. I'm talking about the ones who is just on the gram and popping, and you outside and you can leave, you can work, you do all this other shit. You can do all this other fly shit, but you couldn't leave the one who you would claim is abusing you. I have no understanding for that.
And that the last time friends heard from her was on Wednesday. Relatives who declined to go on camera told us the last contact was when James texted a friend saying she was scared of a man she was living with. The man is described by the family as a boyfriend, and they don't know where he is. James' mother went to the...
I would never understand that. Well, in this day and age, you scared of the person that you live with, but you finna go back to the person you scared of that you live with. I know. Well, Willie didn't have any place to go, and I don't want to hear that shit. Me personally, just personally, I was scared to leave. But if you look at a lot of these people's lives who so scared of this person, a lot of people, not all, a lot of people who are scared of this one person, but you done talk fly shit to other people. You have possibly bullied other people. You fought other people. You done talk trash to other people. But you scared of him now. Oh, really? I don't want to hear that shit. But live your best life, though. A lot of people do things off of that. I want off of sympathy. I want sympathy. I want people to feel bad for me. Yup. It is what it is. But again, we online doing everything that we want to do. We out in the street. We can come and go as we please. But you stuck there, right? I can't. The ones from back in the day, understood. I get it. And a lot of times I really don't, because all of those from back in the day, they was not chained up. So I really don't. Like a lot of them, like we all had cleaning supplies. Like I really don't understand. Like I really don't understand about my life. I don't, you just not finna, you ain't finna handle me and we get to lay down in the same house, in the same bed. I got to cook for you and all that fly shit right here and you still live. See, that's the same shit I talk about when I talk about slavery. I understand when you was born into it, and this is the way that things went. But you're not finna keep beating on me and don't nothing transpire. That ain't gonna happen. I don't know how a lot of y'all was taught to do that. It just don't happen with me. I don't. No. There's a way to get somebody back in my mind.
Apartment to do a welfare check but did not get inside. Then one of James' siblings showed up, got inside, and found the body. Police say James' throat was slashed, and investigators recovered a knife.
It's heartbreaking for something like that to happen. She's a humble person, a mom. I always say hi to everybody when she comes out.
Let me say that right there, because people, they go off of their interaction with people, which is understandable. When I came across this person, every time, they was nice, cool, calm, and collected, did this and this, but you don't be knowing these people. Like I say around here, behind closed doors, we don't know what it is. And we really don't.
He said many around here will not be able to rest until police catch the killer. In the Mott Haven section of the Bronx, Dave Carlin, CBS 2 News.
That is what's up. Listen, I appreciate y'all for being here for the midday news thing. We got kind of deep into it, as we should out here in these streets. I appreciate y'all stories and everything that y'all be telling the player and schooling the player on. I am with you out here. Believe that. Believe. I always look at things from multiple sides. I always do. I don't like to stick with the norm and all that. Oh, well, it was that. No, what if it was this? You know what I'm saying? That's my thought process. You know what I'm saying? I just don't be feeling nothing. I like really don't be feeling nothing. And typically, the majority of people, they really don't feel nothing until it's personal to them. Till it happens in their own family. See, we can act like we care. We really don't. Not as a whole, and not as people has been making it seem for so many years before I came out saying, we don't pretend to care. We don't care about that shit. Because after we watch it, we going back to doing us. It doesn't cripple us. It doesn't stop us from making our moves and stuff like that because we saw something. So we really don't care. Again, unless it's personal. But in my mind, that's like really a lot of times when I guess you should care. A lot of people, when it's personal, they don't care either. I'm just saying, but people calling people crazy, and I would just call them people. Because we're not all that monolith thing. We do not all think the same. We do not all behave the same. So how is it that if you have a different thought process than somebody else, then you're considered crazy, or you have a mental problem because you don't think as the so-called norm thinks? We got to get out of that. A lot of us was taught that. We was taught how to feel and taught how to think. Soon as you start thinking outside of what you've been taught, you the crazy one. You the crazy one. Say, listen. Say, this is why I mess with Willie Channel Creative. I appreciate that right there. I just be trying to think outside. Yeah. The human behavior. And I do believe that I'm an expert in that. Sometimes I show it, sometimes I don't. Because it's entertainment. That's what's up. Listen, y'all finna go on and get up out of here. The midday show, the midday news, it has come to a closing. Please. Please remember, go down to the WillieWilliamsShow.com. Y'all subscribe to the website. If you'd like to support a player from the website, click on the gear link and pick up some merch or something like that for you and them little lovely children that you have, the ones that you care about. If you'd like to see what we call the event video, click around to the Patreon, The Willie Williams Show. Thank y'all for all your support with looking, sharing, liking, thumbs up, and PayPal and Cash App and Super Chat. Please remember, go around to Anchor and Spotify. That's for the podcast part. Y'all go around there, check it out, listen whenever you feel good about doing that right there. And if you're not following a player on IG and or Twitter, it's at the WW Show. Listen, I appreciate y'all for rocking. We coming back at 8 o'clock for the night show. That's where we're going to get it in at one more again. I appreciate y'all. I'm out of here. Let me push this button. Get on out. Go.